we're gonna tie up a skater that, in my opinion, doesn't sink. We'll see if that's actually a thing. I'm sure someone's gonna make one of these and go sink it under a rock somewhere, and then it doesn't come back up. Okay, so we want the thread right at the point of the hook, right there. And we're gonna tie in, you can tie in whatever color flash you want. I did have some pink. I don't know where it went. Here's some magenta, just simple flash. It's like 4 strands, and I want it to come back to about the beginning of the barb, right there. And we'll wind back up. And take this tag right up to the point of the hook. You could pretend that this is like a green butt skunk and do, instead of the pink flash at the end, you can do like a chartreuse floss, or you can do some green flash. You do purple if you like the purple flies for your steelhead. Right now I'm just walking the thread up to create as smooth of a body as possible, because I'm going to be tying in a bunch of deer hair. Bring this all the way back down. Try to keep that body as smooth as possible. Right to there. Now we're going to take a piece of foam. I cut this with a Morrish Mouse cutter. This guy right here. They're pretty awesome. Saves you a little bit of time. What I like to do is I take it and I measure where I want the foam to stop. And just take my scissors, cut it right there. And then you just crimp it good. 1, 2, 3, 4 to get it started. And then I just pinch and walk all the way up to the end of it. And then I'll come back in and really work it all down nice and smooth. Well, as smooth as it's going to be, because I'm tying foam down on a shank of a hook with thread. So it's not going to be super smooth, but I want to get it as well compacted on there as possible, because again, we're going to be doing some deer hair over this. All right, that's good. Now we're going to take dyed black deer belly hair and just start hacking off clumps. I know this is off camera, but it's easier for me if it's on my thigh. And I just take it and I go like that. Super quick. Doesn't even have to be pretty. Don't have to stack it, don't have to do anything. Just set it there at about a 45-degree angle. Take your thread. 1, 2, 3. Got caught on the hook. Just like that. It's probably going to be about 5 stacks of this to get up where I need to. I'm going to grab a really good one to try to make it go a little quicker. One, 2, 3, 4. Push it all back. You could fish it like this and it would look like a cork floating down the river, which would be kind of funny. Another huge stack. Put it at an angle. Grab it with your thread. I lost some on that, but that's okay. Just keep hacking away. Slowly working it up, or as quickly as possible, however you want to attack the situation that you've just put yourself into. The nice thing about the deer hair with the foam is that this thing is going to float really well, which is nice when you're out there pounding the water all day hoping for a unicorn to give you a heart attack. That you don't have to change flies, you don't have to deal with it, you can just keep casting and go, cast, go, and not have to stop and redress your fly, change your fly, dry out your fly. This thing will just float and be low maintenance.
Don't have to riffle hitch.
Yeah, no riffle hitch. You can just rock it all the way through the river. All right, so I'm just past where the return part of the end of the return eye on this. Try to get as much of this hair off of the thread as possible. I'm gonna just take this, do a little, if I can get the thread to stay on, a little half hitch, just to keep my thread in there. All right, now time for the fun part. We have all this deer hair. I like just kind of fluff it all up. Take your double-sided razor blade. And you want it to start high on this end and go down to the foam. This first cut is literally just a hope and wish cut. Just like that. Then you take another cut, do the same thing, just keep working around. You make this as poofy or as slim as you want. You want to work around the foam gently, but kind of clean it up so it just looks pretty for yourself. Fish aren't going to care how pretty it is. But I do. I cut into the foam a little bit there, but that'll be okay when we pull it over. Okay, so now I've got all these little straggles. Just kind of and then just work this body down a little bit more. There's a little bulge right there. So you can sit here and mess with this for 5 minutes, 20 minutes, whatever you want to do. You can make it absolutely perfect. You can leave it kind of rough. I'm going to just take some scissors, kind of clean up the front end of this where some other stuff is going to go. All right, so we've basically got a bunch of deer hair packed onto a shank. Got one more hair that's just driving me nuts. This will happen to you constantly while you're tying this fly. Okay, so we got that. I'm gonna take a little bit of Ice Wing in pearl green hue. This doesn't have to be perfect or pretty. You're just kind of creating little like wings off to the side. Little wispy wings. Just pull it down. And you can just grab it where you want it to end and break, and it breaks right off. Okay, got that. Now we're going to take some Guinea. This is just the natural. Take the fluff stuff off, like so. You want about 3 to 4 wraps of this. Fold your tip over, give it a couple wraps on it so it doesn't come out as easily. You can still manage to pull it out. I've done that numerous times in my life. Run your scissors along the top edge so it folds over nicely. Looks like we're gonna get about 3.5 out of this one. Take your thread, get that stem, pull everything back, and then cut your stem out. Okay, so I wrapped up on the feather a little bit so it's really locked in. I'm gonna make sure that there isn't any on the very bottom of this. The Guinea is basically gonna just be like a prop. And we're going to take some Lady Amherst, 2 or 3 fibers on each side for little like wispy legs are kind of fun. You can add this, you can omit it, whatever you want to do. Got 3 there. You want it to be just past the end of the hook. And then for the other side, I grab the fibers that I pulled off already, measure it out, and then I just set it there. Trim, and then press this down, pull your foam up nice and tight. Four, five wraps on it. So you've got this fun little part right here. Cut a little 1/8 inch by 3/4 or 1/2 inch long tag. You can make these fancy, kind of just trim the points a little bit. And then for the inside, I take it and I make a cut from this corner and this corner to center. So cut a little notch out of it. Like so. Ta-da. Place that on there. 1, 2, 3, 4. And it kind of poofs up, helps you see it. And this you can trim to a point and then flatten it out again. And then pull it all back, create a nice little head. Take your whip finisher, sneak up underneath there. I only do a 3-turn whip finish, and then I trim my thread away and I take some super glue wherever my super glue went. I seem to be losing everything today. Aha, got it. This is just crazy glue from Amazon that I bought in a case. Just dab it on there. That'll never come apart. And this little fly will float and it'll catch steelhead. Go skate it, go fish it. Tight lines, everybody. Good luck.